All right. So, as promised, I am going to continue the story. I decided I was going to play um, something stupid. I thought for a second it wasn't going to fucking load. I was like, hey, don't break on me. This game is. It's funny to me. Let me go with the modifiers. I'm going to play, I don't know, a few levels. Basically, I'm just going to try to continue my story. Uh, where is hard hitter? I do not know. Where is hard hitter? It's hard shooter. There we go. Bam. All right. So we'll do a normal first. All right. So if I'm not mistaken, where I stopped in the story. All right. I won't do. Where I stopped in the story was I got picked up by the tow truck, right? For that truck breaking down on me. And now I was in Alabama, Alabama. So it was southern. Thankfully, I didn't really run into like any issues with how I looked per se. But I was about to run into an issue that I didn't expect. So the tow driver gets there, and I guess he wasn't expecting me when he picked me up. So he kind of sized me up, and he asked me what was wrong with it, and he asked if I had tried to get it going first. And I said, yeah. I said, you can try it right now. I said, I don't even hear a click, so I don't know what's going on. Something is really wrong with it. And so he's like, all right, well, we'll get you going. And I said, you don't happen to know if there was a place like close by, do you? What you mean? Well, so the roadside assistance that I have only covers 5 miles, and I have money, but I don't really have money to spend on mileage to get to a repair facility, especially if I'm going to have to pay for repairs of the vehicle. Yeah, I know a place. I'll get you going. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. You're sure it's like less than 5 miles? I'm getting fucked right now. You're sure it's less than 5 miles? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sure I'll take care of you. So whereabouts you from? I tell him I'm from Sacramento, California. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, you talk real professional like. I didn't really know what to expect when I'd seen you. And I said, it's just a California accent, man. Everybody kind of talks like me when you're from there. Oh, okay. Where'd you go to school? I was actually homeschooled. I didn't go to school. Oh, is that right? Yeah, I think my cousin, something like that. They was homeschooled. I ain't never heard of nothing like that though. I ain't done it. I went to school actually about 10 miles from here, where I grew up. Oh, okay, cool, nice. So we chit chat a little bit more. We get to the fucking repair facility, right? And this is why I said you wouldn't believe what happened. This guy gets into the facility and says, "Hey, Mark, June, Ed, y'all come down here. Y'all hear this guy talk. When I heard him over the phone, I could have sworn he was a white guy." And I said, "Are you fucking serious? Everybody, come on in here, gather around." And I said, "Look, I'm not a spectacle, sir. I actually just need my car." "Yeah, we'll get to your car. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of you." And so, like, 5 or 6 dudes. Oh my god, I got my ass beat. 5 or 6 dudes come into the room. One of them was also a black dude. And so, like, just shy of them saying "talk, motherfucker," they all kind of like looked at me expectantly, and I was like, "My name is Joe Lusk. I'm from Sacramento, California. Is there anything else you need me to do? Do you want me to jump through hoops? Should I start juggling for you?" And they're all like cackling and giggling, and they think it's the funniest shit ever. And they're like, "Oh my god, I ain't never heard nobody talk like that. He must not be from around here." No, I'm not from around. That's the point, you guys. I need to get back home. That's what I need, right? So not only am I at the mercy of these rednecks, but I'm also worried that they're going to charge me an arm and a leg. So we've already spent what 120 on the battery. We spent 25 on the fucking taxi. I spent like $30 at Pep Boys buying some what I considered necessary things. I got like some driving gloves and some knickknacks, some candy and things like that. So I was very clearly down like at least $250 from that, and also getting gas, which was like $35, $40. because this is a Ford Bronco and it's like a 19-gallon tank, and gas was damn near $4 a gallon then. It's more than $4 now, though. So I'm like trying to figure out what the fuck I'm going to tell Phil, because I'm sure they're going to charge me more money than I have on the card. And they're done in like an hour and a half. And they say, okay, young fella, we all done? And I said, yeah, okay, cool. How much do I owe you? It was just short, actually. So between the wiring and the fuse and the work hours, $60. I said, really? That's it? Oh my God, thank you so much. This is steal. And I said, you're sure it works? I said, I can't really ask for a guarantee because I don't live here, so I won't be back. Yeah, fire it up. So I turned on the car, it turned on, and I was like, oh my God, you guys are lifesavers. Thank you so much. I didn't know that they did a shoddy job, but I mean, for $60, what can you expect, right? Why are you guys so aggressive? What the fuck? Okay, if you guys are aggressive again, I'm gonna shoot the shit out of you. Okay? I know I'm talking, but damn, it's not supposed to be that hard. Fuck you. Get back. Get owned. How about that? Anybody else need a chair? Have a seat. Bitch. Oh my God. Got Martha over here. No. Okay, you're in pieces. Alright, I'll let you go. Put that down. Fuck. Don't hit me with that cup. Alright. So, I start driving. I get out of Alabama. Come on, tongue. Let's work here. And, what are you looking at, bitch? Fuck. And, I managed to drive to Louisiana. Ow! Fuck! I'm dead. That's all there is to it. I'm gone. Now remember, if you guys kill me here, it's gonna be your own doing. Let's see if I can survive. Give me that, bitch. No, put it down. Fuck. Yeah. If I get breathed on, I'm fucking dead. So, I get to Louisiana, and I have never had Chick-fil-A at this point. So I'm like, oh man, it's a southern restaurant. I've heard a lot about it. I kind of want to try it. So I get in the drive-thru, and I'm rounding the corner, because most drive-thrus are kind of like curved around. You drive up, you order, and you curve around. Well, I'm curving around, and the car stalls. And I'm like, oh hell no. I'm like a whole state away from those bitches that said they fixed this. What the fuck, dude? I have gas in the truck. I just got out of the gas station. I gotta... Oh man, this has to work. So I turn the car back on, and it's going. And when I turn the wheel all the way to like where it stops, the car stalled again. So I was like, okay, so something is still messed up. They did say it was a short in the wiring, so maybe something is still messed up. So I got to be real careful when I turn, and I'll just like take the turn real slow. So I turn the car back on, and I was afraid to like stop all the way. So I was like, I had my foot off of the gas so that the car inches forward at like a snail's pace, right? And I got to the ordering window. I said, hey, I'd like a number one with no pickles, please. I'm not going to stay here too long because my car is going to stall on me, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull the money out when I'm ready to order, okay? Thank you. That's all I need. Large fry, large Coke. I don't care what to drink. All right, thank you. And, like, I pull forward. And I'm sure the people were like, what the fuck? This is the weirdest order I've ever heard. And so, like, I'm inching forward to the drive-through window, and they see that I was serious. I'm just kind of, like, letting the car coast. So they hold the bag out the window. I had pulled out a 20 when I went to the gas station because I was hungry, and I just gave it to him, and I was like, okay, you can eat the change because I can't stop. Okay, thank you, bye, have a great day. And they just kind of like laughed. And so like I'm eating, and no, I'm not supposed to use guns. Fuck that. Sit down, bitch. Shut up. Oh, he got a knife though. Now he got a dead. Flying. Actually, where'd you go? Are you up there? Wait, are you up there? Oh, kicked you onto the roof, son. Sonny. You're dead now, in pieces. I ate the food. It was really good. I didn't know what to expect, but it was much better than I expected. I've had Chick-fil-A a million times now, and I don't think I've been half as impressed with their food. Not that it's bad. It's just that that initial magic is kind of gone now. Ooh, she almost got me. She almost ended the run. Oh, Ricochet. Take a seat. You getting back up? Oh, we tried. All right, let me. Oh no! Oh no! There's more! Oh no! That guy has a machete. I'm gone. Not touching me. There's a knife up there. If I can. Oh, I'm stuck. Not like this. Isn't there a bat? Yeah. Give me the bat. Give me the bat. She gave me the bat, ladies and gentlemen. Right on my fucking face. Alright, it's over for you now. Now I'm shooting all of you. So anyway, um, I was tired. I hadn't really slept since my initial journey, from being on the plane. I'd caught a nap here and there. And after the food put me into a food coma, I said, you know what? I don't think I can stay awake anymore. Maybe Phil was right. Maybe I do need to spare some money to go ahead and sleep. I've made some significant progress. I mean, I'm all the way in Louisiana, so, I don't want to go through Texas and be this tired. So I drove for a little bit. I watched signs for lodging. And I found this motel on the side of the road. And it was in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, right? So I was like, well, I don't really have a choice. So let's go ahead and get out and see how much it is, because they didn't have a signpost. So I go inside. There was this pleasant lady inside working the night shift, because it was like 2 in the morning. And I said, hi, good evening. I've been driving all day and I'm really tired. How much are you guys' rooms for the night? And she said $69.99. And I was like, $70? What the fuck? It's a motel. And so she's like, I know these prices are kind of high, but it's mostly because there's not another one over here. And I was like, oh, I mean, you just work here. It's not like you make the prices. It's all good. And so I was like, as much as I don't want to do that, and Phil's going to kill me for not finding a cheaper place, I'll probably have to do it. So she says, okay, and she smiles and she swipes the card. Decline. And I was like, that's weird. And so I was like, can we try one more time? She swipes the card, decline. And I said, it might just be having some issues. Let me go see if there's an ATM around here, and I'll just bring you cash if that's okay. And she said, yeah, that's fine. I said, you don't happen to know if there's an ATM around here, do you? And she said, actually, up the street, there's just like a standalone ATM that you can drive up to. I said, that sounds fantastic. I said, okay, so let me go do that. So I go up to this standalone ATM, and I click on withdraw funds, and it tells me insufficient funds, can't do that. And so, I go down to, $20, and it doesn't let me withdraw that. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I said, okay, how much money is in here then? I checked the balance, and it says $4.39. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm in Louisiana, and I only have $4, and I'm supposed to get to California? I am fucked. And I was like, it's also 2:30 in the morning, so I can't really tell Phil, and he's gonna be furious. I said, I'll just have to tell him, when it's daytime. And I said, so I just gassed up this car. I'm gonna have to get where I gotta go, and just figure it out from there. So remember, I was trying to get back to Texas so that I could be a truck driver. You got ricocheted, my friend. Get out of here. So I was just like, you know what? My friends are there. Why don't I see if I can make it there? I hope I have enough gas in this fucking beast. And I hope it doesn't stall on me. And I'll just see if I can get there. And maybe Phil can figure it out once I'm at their house. And so, why did the Xbox just turn all the way off? The hell? Oh, probably because it had been 4 hours. So, I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna drive. So I drove all night from that 2:30 in the morning until about 5:30 in the morning. But at 4 in the morning, I had called my friends that were in Texas, and I said, I am terribly sorry to wake you up this morning. Is it at all possible that um, I could sleep at your house because I'm trying to drive cross country for this guy, and I don't have any money or enough gas to make it too far. I don't even know that I'll make it to your house. And then they said, yeah, if you can get here, come on. We'll take care of you. So I said, okay. So I put the pedal to the metal. They lived just outside of Dallas in a little town called DeSoto. And I don't know how, but like I literally started like I could feel that the car was trying to stall because I was like 0 on gas when I got into their town. And I made it literally in front of their, not all the way in front of their house, but pretty much in front of their house, and the car turned off. It was out of gas. It wouldn't start back up. And I was like, oh my God. So it was like 5:30 in the morning. And I was extremely tired. They opened the door, they let me in, and they said, come on in here, get some rest. So I came inside. They told me where I would be sleeping anyway when I eventually came back. Fuck you. Lay down, bro. Don't you see I'm a wizard right now? Get fucked. Wait, is that a gun? No, it's a stun gun. Sit. 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 Why? Why you gotta keep coming in? Sit down. Bro, are you guys serious? This wizard staff is pretty weak. This man is naked. Now he's dead. None of you guys had a gun, though? That's a taser. Are you getting up? No, you're not getting. So anyway, they let me crash on the little bed that they had prepared for me, and then, unfortunately, just 2 hours later, they shook me awake, and they said, "Well, we're gonna go to church, and we wanted to know if you wanted to come with us." And I was like, I am dog shit tired, and I have raggedy ass clothes. I'm not really sure you want me to. And they said, well, it's fine, and we have some clothes here if you just need to borrow some clothes. And I said, all right, well, if you're good with it, then sure. Fuck you. I didn't take infinite ammo. That sucks. Yeah, so I'll get my wand back. So, they had like an old suit that their son used to wear. I put that on. I go to church. The people there are really nice. I told this one lady when people were coming to introduce themselves. I said, "Hi, my name is Joe, and I'll be moving down here pretty soon. So I'll be new to the area. If you need anything done, like somebody to watch your kids or somebody to clean your house or help you around the yard, I'm your man." And she's like, "That sounds real good. So what exactly do you do?" And I said, "A little bit of anything, honestly." My naive dumbass said that, and she said, "Anything, huh? I like the sound of that." And then her daughter walks up and she says, "Mom, Dad wants to know when you'll be home to make dinner." And so she's really fucking embarrassed. And she's like, "Shut up, Tanya. Say hi to this nice man." She's like, "Hi." She walks away. And then she's like, "Well, if you'll excuse me, I must be going." I was like, "Yeah, okay." Go back to your husband, bitch. The one that you failed to mention. But anyway, the people were kind of nice. I felt like the pastor dressed like a pimp. I was like, he definitely profiteering off of this church. He getting his pockets fat. But like the rest of the people were nice. They had like a potluck, and everybody was like making sure that I got food first because I was a guest. And I was like, guys, it doesn't matter. There's one of me and like 9 million of you. Could you guys just sit down and eat? I'll be fine. And they're like, no, you're the guest. You got to be served first. And so like a bunch of like the girls that were slightly less than my age, like they were teenagers, and I was like 19, so barely. I might have been 20, barely younger than me. They were just like, okay, what kind of food do you like? Because they had like vegetarian, they had chicken and all that kind of shit. So I was like, oh, the chicken is fine. So they actually like went over and brought me food. I'm gonna die. Where's the guy with the gun? Don't play no games, bro. Nah, he dead. Let's go. Yeah, good fuck. All right, give me your gun. 0 enemies remaining. How come I didn't get the game over music? Let's go. So they serve me the food, and then they start like talking mad shit about each other, like while I'm standing there. So I'm kind of like cackling, and then I'm expecting we can go the fuck back home so I can sleep, right? And they're like, "Well, we gonna go over to our family's house. So you good, young man? You okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I guess. Whatever. I don't really have a fucking choice. I'm kind of at the mercy of you guys letting me stay at your house. So sure." So we get in the car, we go to their family's house, and I'm saying hi to all these people, and this girl shows up like super fucking late to the party, and she was ridiculously pretty. She smelled really good. She had some perfume. None of that's really the point. The point is, like, I thought that she was really pretty, right? And so she comes up, and she sees my friend's parents, so she just naturally assumes that I'm related. And she says, "Oh, hey cousin, how you been?" And she comes up and she's like, gives me like a big squeezing hug, and I'm just sitting there cheesing because I don't know who the fuck this bitch is. But I was like, yeah, you know what? If she wants to hug me, this is okay with me. I didn't say anything, and so I was like, "Oh, I've been good. How you been doing? How's school?" Like I'm just fucking bullshitting. I'm making stuff up on the fly, and so she's like, "Well, I guess I got to get going." I think she realized that I wasn't her cousin. But she didn't apologize, and she wasn't gonna say, "Hey, I figured out that you're not actually my cousin." So she's like, "Well, I gotta get going." She's like, "Maybe I'll see you around." And I said, "Okay, maybe you won't, but thanks anyway." Oh, it's over for you bitches. So I I sat down. I was kind of dozing off because again, I'm really fucking tired. And so I go outside. I was like, I need to go ahead and get this over with because he's going to be mad. And so, if you're like, why are you massacring these people? They'll all fight me. This game is just about like bar fights, and this is like a user-made level, so they made it into a train. But no, I'm not just going and being a madman gunman that's murdering everybody on the train. Everybody here will fight you. As soon as you do something, they all want to fight you. But I can make it fair. That guy is not fair. He got a gun. Maybe they're not so innocent, huh? So, wait. Ow! Sit down, Tyrone. Hi. Oh, you want to get up? Alright. I didn't think so. Dude, lay down. You guys go ahead and duke it out. I'll be in here. So, I thought you guys couldn't come through the door. So I'm kind of like half dozing off, right? And then I'm getting ready to go inquire with my friend's parents to see how long are we going to stay at their house? Because we've been over here for like 2.5 hours. They've watched a movie. They've gotten food. Hey, put that gun down, bro. And we're still here. And I'm still fucking tired. I called Phil outside. He was mad as shit. He's like, "There's no way you should have gone through all that money. That was $500, young man. And you went through that like it was water. Now, I do understand about the car, and I'm glad that you got it fixed for cheap, but you need to be more responsible with the money. Otherwise, you're not going to be getting paid as much as I promised you." And I was like, no, I'm getting paid regardless. You're not gonna threaten to give me less money when I've been through hell and back for your fucking car, dude. So we like kind of yelled at each other for a while, and then he said he had to go. So I went back to my friend's parents, and they were sitting. There's so many people crammed in this fucking house, but they were sitting in like the hallway on folding chairs. And I leaned over to talk to my friend's mom, and I happened to look to the right of me, and there was a fat ass roach. And my face must have shown that I looked like I was about to die. And so I called my friend's mom on decor. She looked at me and she said, "What's wrong with you? You look like you saw a ghost." And so like I looked at her and I like kind of like pointed, and so she said, "Oh, now don't be like that, man. You're gonna embarrass these folks." And I was like, okay, but I don't want to get eaten by this fucking monster roach." And so she just goes and grabs a Kleenex and just grabs this big ass roach and just smashes him off the wall. And I'm like, oh my god. There's no fucking way. I would have never. Sorry, man. There you go. For the last guy, we don't need to actually shoot him or anything. He's kind of easy. So she said, "Well, let's get you out of here." So they take me back. See you. So, and fuck your stick. And we go back to their house. And they asked me, "So am I still planning on coming?" And I said, "Yeah, I am still planning on coming. I just needed to get back with his truck so that I can, make my own way down here. I've already purchased a plane ticket and everything." And it was like, "Oh, okay, okay." And so they said, "When are you coming?" And so I gave them the date, and they said, "Okay, well, we'll be here. We'll be ready for you." Cool, neat. So they said, "Well, how are you planning to get out of here?" And I said, "Well, Phil said that he was going to get back to me and let me know um, about money for getting back home." And so they said, "Okay." So I got there like Friday night / Saturday morning, which was really Saturday morning. I spent all day Saturday, and then Sunday rolls around, and Phil calls me and he says, "All right, look, I went and I loaded another $400 on that card because your parents were telling me how much gas is over there, and they were telling me that the Bronco probably takes a lot in the tank. All right, but that should be more than enough. And if you need any more money, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to take it out of your cut if you can't make it back here with that much money, okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, whatever, dude." I was like, "This is still not really enough money to get across, but I'll make it work." He was like, "And you remember what I said? Don't do anything crazy. If you get tired, you need to go to bed. All right? You need to be finding a place to stay." And I was like, "I don't know how you didn't learn from the last time. This is not enough money to sleep, Phil." "Well, that seems like it's enough money to me. I could make it last an entire week, and you let it go in a couple days." I said, "Fuck you, Phil." I didn't say that to him. I was a nice kid, but I was like, "Yeah, sure, Phil. All right, I'll call you when I'm close." So, um, my friend's parents drive me in their car to the gas station. I fill up a gas can because that truck was all the way out of gas. It was on E. It wouldn't even start. We fill up the gas can, and then he said, "You sure you're gonna be okay, fella?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna be all right. You want me to follow you over here?" He said, "No, no, no. I should be okay." Um, I said, "I'm gonna fill up the gas. I'm gonna get something to eat from uh, Church's Chicken over there, and then I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Hopefully, I can be back by this upcoming Thursday or Friday, whatever the hell day it was that I was supposed to be back on the plane." He said, "Okay, fella, we'll be looking for you." But okay. So we put gas into the truck, we made sure it started, and then I hugged him, told him goodbye, and I started back off in that rust bucket. And I got gas, and I saw that gas was like $60, and I got an energy drink, and I said, "This isn't even enough money for me to properly eat." Because I was doing the math on how many times I would need to gas up for how many miles it was. And I said, if I waste any more money than I have right now, I won't make it. And so um, I gassed up there in Texas, and I drove 27 hours straight from Texas all the way to Lathrop, California. When I got to Bakersfield, which is about, I think, like 200 miles away from where I was supposed to go, I called Phil and I said, "Listen, I'm in Bakersfield right now. I just gassed up for the last time. The account has $13 left on it. There's no fucking way." So I'm gonna haul ass and hope that this 200 miles is enough to get me down there. Because if it's not, this is it, Phil. And so he's like, okay, well, I hear you. Just don't drive too fast. They always say that the last mile is the most dangerous. You get too excited to come home and you start making mistakes. I said, I haven't slept in the past 3 days. Just shut the fuck up and be ready when I come. So I drove. I got there. My girlfriend at the time was like, she also was waiting for me because I hadn't really been able to charge that phone. So I charged it when I was sitting at gas stations to kind of like talk to her for like 5 minutes, and then like a 15-minute charge while you're getting gas isn't enough to charge the phone for much. So I was able to talk for like 10 minutes, and then the phone would be dead again. And so like I did that at a few gas stations. So like at that last one, I let her know that I was in Bakersfield and I'd probably be a couple hours. So apparently she had gone to my parents' house and she like waited for me. And my mom, she's so ridiculous, dude. Like when I finally got home, she wanted me to go to like church and tell everybody that it was okay and stuff. And I was just like, bro, I'm so fucking tired. I want to sleep. I haven't slept in days. And then like since I had stayed awake so much, it was really fucking hard for me to actually sleep after that for a while. Like it took me a couple days to actually sleep for more than like 10 minutes because I was too tired to actually fall into like a deep sleep. But that's pretty much the end of that story. It's just that blackguard Phil did not want to pay me for a long time. He was just really, really salty that I took so much money to get across the United States with this fucking car. Then he admitted that it's really the stuff in the car that he wanted, not even so much the car. And I was like, well, bitch, you could have just like FedExed the stuff. What the hell did you need me to drive all the way over there for that? So he got all his stuff out of it. He thanked me. He gave me, I think he gave me 300 in person, and then he said that he would give me the rest later. And I was like, okay. Well, I got on the plane and I flew to Texas, and like almost a month went by, and I was like, Phil, and he's like, I'm working on it, okay? Things cost money over here too, and I'm not living free and easy either. And so I went to the bank one time and I checked the card, and I saw that there was like $100 on there, and I took it off. And I was like, fuck this guy, dude. And so like I withdrew the money. And so like he called me later on that day and he said, I see that you took the money off that I put on there. And I said, yeah, Phil, because you still owe me money and it's been well over the time that we talked about. He's like, no, you know what? You're right. That's fine. So go ahead and keep that money, and you go ahead and keep that card too, and then I'll figure it out over here. So what he ended up doing, he ended up buying another prepaid card, and he didn't put any more money on that green card because it was a bitch. So I only got paid 400. And then when it didn't work out in Texas, I was out in Texas for like 8 months. So when it didn't work out and I moved back to California, he saw me at the church and he gave me like a crisp $100 bill, and he asked, no hard feelings. And I was like, yeah, sure. But anyway, that's the end of that wild ass tale. I've got more probably as I think about them. I'm just really, really tired and I haven't thought about anything as of late. But I did want to finish that story, so I was playing this ridiculous fucking game. I hope that you had a wonderful trip. Hopefully you're done by now. This is a lot of videos. And in the meantime, if you need any other kind of modicum of entertainment, I'm your guy. So I hope you have a good one. I'll see you later.